Welcome, welcome. So, thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to your Friday webinar with H10. Today, Ruben is going to give us a lovely presentation on H10 Hotels. So, if you have any questions for him, remember to pop them in the Q&A section, or you can leave them in the chat, but it's better if you put them in the Q&A session so they don't get lost in all the messages. Um, Also, remember that there is a prize at the end of the webinar. So pay close attention to the information because if you answer correctly, you're going to get extra entries to the prize draw. And once again, thank you so, so much for joining. We hope that you enjoy. And now it's all on to you, Ruben. Take it away.
Thank you, Monse. Thank you, everybody, for being quite on time here. We are very excited. I don't know if you're gonna record this session, Monse.
Already recording.
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're already recording. Yeah.
Awesome. So everybody, allow me to share my screen. That way we can start right away. And here we go. Awesome. Thank you. So today, this is not a proper training. I cannot call it like that. It's more like a conversation. So to make you realize where we standing at this moment and what would be the best direction that we can take in order to take advantage for the future. And so I always start with introducing myself. My name is Ruben Velasquez. I am Ocean VDM for the East Coast in the US, from Florida all the way to Halifax. And I'm also a destination wedding specialist. So I've been in that industry for over 12 years. If you have any questions, if you need any kind of assistance, please reach out to me and I would be more than happy to help you with any kind of help that you actually need. So without any further ado, what we're gonna try to do here is talk about investigation that is being made by Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vervo. Those three big companies are actually analyzing their own information for the very first time they get together in order to talk about how is going to be the future of the traveling per se. It is a very short main changes that we can actually see or tendencies that are going on at this time. And I don't know you guys, but back in the 2020, a lot of travel agents, they start wondering what is going to be the future for the travel industry, how is going to change. And we know that a lot of things have changed, but more things are still changing in the future. So let's start with talking about this. Welcome to Unpack 25, which is the data-driven predictions of actually where the people can go and they will say, for example, with Expedia or Hotels.com, what are their first party travel data and the global research for this year's travel trends. That includes the good getaways, JOMO, where we're going to talk in just a few minutes, and a traditional value vacation. So what is the kind of travelers, which is the generations that are today, what are they, where do they want to go? What do they want to do? And right now, on this here, that was a message from the CEO of Expedia, the Expedia Group, and her name is Ariane Goring, and she was trying to explain that Expedia Group continuously works to blend technology with travel and making journeys simpler and more enjoyable. So that would be the biggest message that we, as in the industry of travel agents or travel advisors, we need to take into consideration. What are they offering to our clients, to people that instead of going to a travel agent, they go with Expedia and they're booked by themselves. So I just marked those words, and these are the first things that comes to my head when I think about what is the difference between a travel advisor and an OTA, besides the personalization, how to get to know your needs, how to take in your taste or your dreams, your expectations, whatever. That kind of feeling, it doesn't come from an OTA, from an online travel agent. And when we talk from a human perspective, I am a mother. I understand that you have certain needs for your babies, or I am a father. I know that security is important for you. You know, that kind of perspective, which is your own human perspective, it's going to make a big difference when we are working in, you know, with people that they want to travel. And based on that, information is that what we as a travel advisor community offer is the based on your real needs, we plan a travel that is actually what you're looking for with the things that you don't know that you need. You know, for example, if you're traveling in a flight for 12 hours, you will think in certain details. I don't know, like blanket, like you know, scrapbooks for the kids for that they get entertained during the travel time. So that kind of suggestions that can be made only by your own experiences and by your knowledge. So knowledge is very important. It's very, very important that you can train yourself in order to become, and of course, an advisor, an expert of the destination that you're working with. And most importantly for me is that we offer possibilities. So we are not as strict, mandatory, step one, step two, step three. We offer different possibilities, which is people, what the people is looking for. You know, when you are traveling and you see a beautiful beach, just you want to stop and go there, it's possible because it's on your own terms. So that's actually one of the things that I think it's a great distinguished between ODAs and travel advisors. So as a company, Ocean by H10, we needed to put certain tools that are available for travel agents and of course for people that are the direct contact. So in taking in consideration all the things that they want to do, you know, have their information in the palm of their hands, so that we designed our H10 application so they don't need to reach out to the travel agent to tell them, hey, listen, I have a problem with my room, which is not the best way. They need to reach out to the hotel. But the best way is that they can use their app and they can, you know, call for, I don't know, maintenance, or they can make a request for room service. They can, I don't know, make a reservation for the dinner, whatever they want to do, that is actually at the reach of the palm of their hands. The activities, the restaurants, the schedules, the time for the shuttle to the, I don't know, downtown area, whatever. So that kind of information, it's actually very easy for them to have access to. Another thing that we have developed is also our Perfect Way wedding website, which you can actually go there and not only request whatever package is available for the destination you do want to travel, but also find out the information about the hotel. How many pools, how many rooms, how many restaurants, how many bars, how many, you know, that kind of information that sometimes the bride and groom have, and they bombard the travel agent. So they can find it right here. And most importantly, they can share it also with their friends, their parents, whatever people is around them to help them to make decisions. And that will avoid of people going into any other website or any, I don't know, Google or any other searchers and find out whatever crazy rates that are not real. So basically, this will have all the information together in order to keep them informed and with the official information from the hotel. So that is going to help you a lot also to avoid those, you know, there's always in a group, big group that you will have somebody that is going to be, you know, the one that is doing this kind of crazy searches in online. So on here, the perfect day, you can have a personalized quotation if you don't want to have your wedding in a package, or you can work with a package that we can have something that we call all-inclusive wedding experience. Why? Because it includes the DJ, the lighting, the hair and makeup, the present services, the flowers, centerpieces. So remember that we are trying to make everything easy for our clients. That is the generation zeta that we're working with. So that is the kind of wedding that they will feel like, I don't have to stress about anything. Everything is already there. And for you as a travel agent, you don't have to be involved in the whole decision process, but you will get a commission for about $1,000 just for that wedding experience. So just for the wedding package, that is also important for you to know. It's a 12% commission that we offer in our wedding packages that comes with a price. Another tool that is available as well for travel agents is our H10 Pro. So on here, you will find out not only rates, but special benefits for your group so that they can use in order to reach out to new clients and convince them, hey, listen, if you work with me, I will offer you a $200 resort credit that is exclusive for travel agents. So that is the kind of tools that we are designing, and these are already open for you to sign up. That is the H10 Pro. So that's basically what we can offer here, is that you can, of course, have access to the media side, pictures, fact sheets. You can personalize your quotation when you're presenting to your client with the, the logos of your company, and a lot of things are customized. So that is a great selling tool as well. And another thing is that, for example, they were talking about this, we're going back to the Expedia Inform. They were saying that it's all about the tour destinations, or detour destinations. What does that mean actually? So for example, in 2025, they're saying that the travelers are not only taking the road well traveled, so they will also taking detours to experience new places, or less crowded or less tourist attractions or hotspots in that destination. So of course, they are naming a top three Expedia detour destinations, but like Reims, France, and Brescia, Italy, and Cozumel in Mexico. But when I try to put all this together, all this information back to what we see in everyday, for example, in the Caribbean, I can tell you that there are a lot of options in all of the ways that people don't take the risk. Maybe they are afraid, maybe they don't know that information, whatever. It's a great option for you to upsell and sell more. So based on our corners in the Caribbean, Mexico, Jamaica, of course, and the Dominican Republic. Of course, everybody knows Jamaica, and Jamaica is full of hidden jewels around the island and historical buildings, and of course, the beautiful Blue Mountains, and a lot of detours that you can take along in the whole island. Our our hotels are located in the Falmouth area. So that city or that town in particular, it's actually an historical area that was a little forbidden or forgotten in the time. So it's taken a new, a strong comeback, I can tell you. And now we're going to the Dominican Republic. I don't know, so many people are kind of afraid to go into the big city in Santo Domingo, which has a lot of museums or historical buildings, and of course, a lot of attractions near Punta Cana that are also available. Beautiful, beautiful water cases like this, and of course, historical buildings in the area. And this actually, I'm quite certain that you don't know where that picture is. Well, that is actually in Quintana Roo. Quintana Roo is the last frontier from, in the Caribbean, in Mexico. And let's think that from Yucatan and Campeche and Quintana Roo, they are historical cities that they were destroyed by pirates. So we have different center of defending the frontier pretty much. So that is actually it's near the capital city in Quintana Roo, which is Chetumal. So it's about 20 minutes from Chetumal city. That is a beautiful area. And of course, there are so many attractions. Actually, you can just use a rock and there's going to be an historical building and, a Mayan civilization ancestor historical city. And of course, activities that are not kind of the thing that you do every day or you see in every magazine. There are new things to explore, new areas. Like, I don't know if you have ever heard about Holbox, for example. So this is actually the Caribbean Mexicano, which is uh, our new local tourist board, which is actually in just in Quintana Roo, that is pushing all these different scenarios or different attractions across the Quintana Roo area. Of course, you know Cancun, pretty much, you know, Playa del Carmen, maybe the whole Riviera Maya, and of course, Puerto Morelos. Those three in particular is where our ocean hotels are located in Puerto Morelos, which is about 10 minutes from Cancun Airport, Playa del Carmen, which is about 50 minutes from Cancun Airport, and the Riviera Maya, which is the entire area from actually Cancun all the way to Chetumal, and Isla Mujeres, which is a beautiful area that is not only the island that is in front of the state, but also the continental area or piece of land that is just across the Isla Mujeres island. That area is becoming very popular because it's avoiding for, you know, the current of the movement of the water in the ocean. It's avoiding the seaweed season. So they call it is in Costa Mujeres or Playa Mujeres, a seaweed-free scenario. And guess what? Ocean is gonna happen our for hotel in Mexico in that area alone. So good to know. And of course, in the whole Yucatan Peninsula, there are a lot of historical buildings, beautiful cities. Like it's about 20 minutes or maybe 2 hours from Cancun area, so you can explore haciendas like this. You can go to beautiful downtown. I'm sorry, beautiful historical towns that you can see the different colors are more traditional in the whole Caribbean. Another thing that points out in that investigation is that the goods getaway. So everybody thinks when you're having a giveaway or something for to bring to your family when you're exploring whatever area in the world, you know, the keychain or the magnet for the fridge. In here, they are saying that the people today is more involved of the making process. For example, if you're going to France, you would like to bring to your friends something that actually meaningful for and unique because it's in that a city that you're visiting. I don't know, I went to Champagne, and you know, I think about you when I brought you this beautiful small petite bottle of champagne. So that kind of situations is actually repeating in everybody. We want to give people something that is authentic and is real, and you actually experience it. So when you go to a buffet and you find out a beautiful cheese you never tasted before, and you ask, for example, here in Mexico, and they will say, that is queso Oaxaca or a Oaxacan cheese. So that is actually a unique experience you can talk about with your friends. Another thing is that for example, with the adults only section, we call El Beso. We offer different activities for everybody. That is exclusive for the members staying in that section of the hotel, which is El Beso. And in here we'll have tequila tasting, we have rum tasting. There is not only a tasting, but they will explain the history of how actually that ingredient is being made and how to distinguish when you go to the supermarket and you find out, oh, this is a real authentic tequila and this is not. So that is the kind of experience that change your life, change your perspective, and you want to share it with your friends. Oh, you know what? I brought you a little bottle of tequila because I learned on my last trip that this is how you recognize a real bottle of tequila. Just for saying something. So that kind of experiences that actually you will be tasting the coffee from the Blue Mountains in Jamaica, the real taco, and you can bring that information with you and bring a significant memory that is for your loved ones, of course. And there are another tendency that is happening across the world, not only in the Caribbean. Think about the all-inclusive. It was something that is very easy to find in the Caribbean area. Now is popularizing across the world. So this all-inclusive era, it's changing the whole travel way. Why it's so important for at least 42% of the population that is all-inclusive is a good idea, because basically they are talking in whatever website or whatever social media they work with. They are having this kind of conversation that it's easy, it's cheap, it's or at least it's a budget friendly, and they can do something like, for example, every year plan. So they are thinking in the future in, I want to travel, I want to experience, I would go to an all-inclusive because this will allow me the option to travel to a different destination. So from the next trip. So that is the kind of selling points that you can work with your clients as well, just to make them feel, hey, listen, you should select an all-inclusive. And they are putting a beautiful picture from another hotel, but I took the the courage to make that change. So this is actually a picture of Ocean Costa Mujeres. This is gonna be open on 2025. It's raising the bar, guys. So I really like the way that actually that hotel is gonna look, and that is a picture of the room. So why is this next generation of travelers opting for all-inclusive? Well, because 41% of them, they are saying that it's a minimal stressed is the top reason that they are living all-inclusive area, because they don't want to be overwhelmed into think about how much money I have to carry on for my restaurant. How much money do I have to give the taxi driver, or do I have to tip them? That kind of situation. And then we have the language barrier. If they travel to a country that they don't speak the language, for them it's easy, I'm gonna go with an all-inclusive. I will find my way. I will find the food that I need, and that's it. So that is also how you can actually present for people that they don't want to get disturbed or stressed or whatever. This is another option for just disconnect your brain and don't think about it. Maybe experience the whole area in a different way. Another thing that they are also mentioning new things, new hotels, new brands that are actually making changes. For example, in Cancun, it's the Ava Resort, which is a big hotel that is going to have a big convention center. And how also the changes that you will see in Austria, in Costa Mujeres, which is also the Secrets Playa Blanca, and in Antigua, in Mauritius. So you can see different destinations that are actually going into this all-inclusive era. And of course, Costa Mujeres is another one of the ocean hotels, which is the one we're talking about, the Ocean Costa Mujeres. And then, for example, how we put this into the perspective from Ocean. We created different values in the all-inclusive collection. So we do have all-inclusive, but however, we have all-inclusive with perks. For example, the privilege. This is a great option if you want to have the experience of opening the window, see the ocean in front of you, if you want to have this VIP treatment, if you're celebrating any kind of any particular, I don't know, your birthday, your anniversary, whatever you want to feel like pump up in your vacation, go with the privilege with a VIP inclusions, like private area for checking in, private area at the beach, butler service, you have a beach butler as well, you have a concierge, you can make reservations, private area, so you will feel like, hey, for example, when you're traveling with your whole family, I go with a privilege because that is gonna make them, not feel like, oh, my mom is paying for this. So this is putting a special note on their memories for the future. The privilege also offer for adults or families, or what we call adults with kids. It's kind of boring to tell them, oh, just family. We prefer to call them adults with kids. So also, it's gonna give you the access to the privileged lounge for breakfast, a lunch, dinner in a more gourmet experience. What I can tell you guys is, like, for example, if you have people that have mobility issues, I will always recommend the privilege. We do have adapted rooms across all of our hotels and different buildings. But think about the adapted rooms have the tendency to be near the main building, and of course in the lower level, and you don't have the best view, to be quite honest. So, and the privilege, you have easy access to the privilege lounge, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's on the same building that you are staying. You have the butler service if you need to have assistance and walking around the property, whatever help or whatever kind of assistance that you need. Even at the beach, you're gonna have the butler service at the beach as well. So the concierge is gonna help you all the way around. So for me, being at the privilege means that you are being taken care instead of being forgotten in whatever corner of the hotel. So that is gonna make a big change for the people that they can move, they can walk, but they don't wanna be like walking long distances in an all-inclusive. Of course, the privilege lounge that has a terrace and an indoors as well, in front of the ocean, that gives you the option to having a mimosa just in front of the beach for breakfast. So, and the next option, so we were talking about multi-generationality. So you will see a lot of people or groups that are actually multi-generational. El Beso, it is the promise from Ocean Hotels that we have family-oriented hotels, but we have a hotel within a hotel, which is actually El Beso, that is going to have their own restaurant for breakfast. It's going to have their own pool, even their beach areas or entertainment or activities that are exclusive for our El Beso guests. Like, for example, the tequila test that I was talking about, or the rum test. So that kind of activities that are just for adults. And then we have the family or the adults with kids section. So they will have their own areas, their own activities, their own entertainment that are, you know, it feels like a hotel for them, just for them, and another hotel in front of them. So it's very convenient when you are offering this any ocean hotel for a destination wedding, for an FIT group, for people that they come from different generations and they are traveling together. What to do? Non-motorized aquatic sports. Of course, the bowling alley, which is another thing that is included. You don't need to pay any extras. Just don't forget to bring your socks. It's the only one that is not included here. And then we have the Lazy River Water Park. That is actually a feature at Ocean El Faro in the Dominican Republic and Ocean Coral Spring in Jamaica. And of course, it's going to be in Mexico for Costa Mujeres areas as well. So the lazy river is the best excuse for adults and kids to be together and have a great time. And in Jamaica, we are offering the dining show, which is actually a Jamaican night that it will talk about the ingredients that you are tasting at that moment and the history of the music. That those ingredients is actually the part of the heart of Jamaica. I can tell you that is the history of Jamaica through your senses, pretty much. And of course, activities like kayaking and the tennis courses. Note here, our tennis courses are convertible into a pickleball courts. So if you have, for example, a tournament, this is Ocean El Faro. It has four different tennis courses that can be used at the same time, and they can be turned into pickleballs. So if you're having a big group, they're gonna have a lot of fun here. The Despacio Spa Center that offers services for every member of the family from different budgets. If you have a group of ladies that they want to have a spa treatment, you don't see that all of them are very into the spa per se. You can offer ocean hotels because what they will find is affordable options for them that they don't want to be involved in the spa for too long, maybe just mani-pedi just to be with their friends. And if they are in the privilege section, they have access to the which is the Despacio Spa Fitness Center, or the pool area, or the saunas, or it could be dry or humid. So that they have access if they are staying at the privilege. So that's a great note as well. For gastronomic offers from international cuisine, the most popular is the teppanyaki. It's the one that is actually an interactive show, and it is the one that requires reservations. You can make it through the application by reading with your phone any QR across the property, and it will ask your room number and of course the time that you want to book that that restaurant for dining. And of course, we have Italian restaurant, the Pet Bella Grill. We also offer at all of our properties one international cuisine grill, which is near the ocean, and that is going to give you the chance to, when you are at the beach, you're going to get hungry. So that is the best place to go. We offer a local cuisine experience. In this case, it was Mexican cuisine, but also, for example, I know that every hotel in Jamaica is going to tell you that they have the best jerk chicken, but honestly, I can tell you, we have a jerk station at the beach and a jerk, well, it's not a jerk, it's a cuisine, a Jamaican cuisine restaurant, which is a great experience. It felt like, when you're cooking from your heart, when your grandma is cooking for you, that is the kind of taste that you can also experience at one of our local cuisine restaurants in Jamaica. And of course, a sports bar that are ideal for, those gentlemen that they want to be connected for the game, whatever is going on at the moment. And of course, what we actually stand for, Ocean Hotels, is with you in mind, with you as a travel agent, with you as an individual. We belong to a larger family, which is H10. H10 has hotels. For example, the one is our more upscale service. We have one in Lisbon City, in Portugal, and another one in Barcelona. So we also have H10 hotels that it could be city hotels or destination hotels that they want to have like a beach areas and access to those activities. This is Palazzo Canova in Venice, and the other one, the previous one, was Palazzo Gala, which is actually in Rome City. So also the opportunity to offer all of our hotels Ocean, that is an all-inclusive brand. That is the main difference. It's an all-inclusive located in the Caribbean with every hotel is unique with their own personality. When you walk into that property, you will feel that you are at that destination. Starting with a junior suite, that's, for example, a junior suite El Beso in Ocean Coral and Turquesa, that I am happy to tell you that it's being renovated in the El Beso section. That is the totally new look, new style of that room category. And we can go to a master suite or a junior suite swim out or honeymoon suite that is in blue sand in Dominican Republic, or a privileged swim out, so which is ideal for a relaxation or a romantic getaway. And my favorite in this is actually featured in Ocean Riviera Paradise in Mexico. It's also in Ocean Coral Spring in Jamaica, Ocean Eden Bay, adults only in Jamaica, and Ocean El Faro in Dominican Republic, which is a master suite rooftop. I can see perfectly, for example, when you are celebrating your big day, which is your wedding, and you can have all your girlfriends here, you can getting ready for the big day, and they can call butler service or room service and have a fun day before the celebration itself. So I always recommend the rooftop for the ones that are going to get married at one of our properties. Remember, guys, we also offer free inclusions when you have clients that they are celebrating their honeymoon. We offer them upgrades, a free continental breakfast for kind of a romantic experience when they are waking up for the first time at the property. The one candlelight dining, which is it could be at different venues that are available for the couple, and that inclusions are totally free. All you have to do is just share their wedding certificate to me at your BDM or whatever your BDM is, and we pass along that information at least 2 weeks before their arrival. That is the minimum number of nights that we require. We require that you can share that information with us. Remember, at Ocean Hotels, we have the perfect ocean option for a romantic getaway. If they want to engage in that hotel, we have different venues that I would also recommend for them as well. For you as a travel agent, besides the commissions that we were talking about, is that we are working in paying more efficiently the commissions for travel agents. We are part now of Onyx Resource Service, which is easy for you to get your commissions with no international wire transfer fees, which is it is no-brainer for the travel agents. Direct bookings are available as well if you want to find out what our rates are on our website, and that is the kind of rate that you can offer to the whole wedding group. You have easy access to any kind of room category that if you're working with a tour operator, it takes longer. For example, a master suite, you will not find it on the allotment from the tour operator. It takes a little longer. They send the request, and then you can confirm that room category to your group, just in case you want to wonder. We offer as a selling point private venues and plated dinner for wedding packages that are commissionable for you. Private venues give you the chance to enjoy that venue just for you. And of course, the plated dinner is going to make it more sophisticated, elegant, but most importantly, if you're a party player, you will enjoy the 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever number of hours that your wedding package includes for the dinner reception. They will take advantage of that time to have party instead of having people walking around the area and going to the buffet. An all-inclusive wedding experience is going to make it easy for you to sell for those clients. They need to know from day one, hey, how much do I need to pay for my wedding? And the rewards program that, of course, we are here with My Booking Rewards. And I really appreciate that you joining us today, of course. And one last things, from, I don't know, terraces or gardens or beautiful beach areas, or even this is actually a mangrove, or we have different options with different personalities for every couple, that they will feel that they are unique, and you know, that kind of is the services that we can offer for them as well. The number of weddings that we have per day, it could be two, depend of the size of the hotel. For example, Ocean Maya would be just one wedding per day, but Ocean Riviera Partes can have two weddings, Ocean El Faro can have two and one small. It depends of the capacity that we have during that day. So how to make your booking, just reach out to us, and just to confirm that we have that day available for that wedding service. And you can make your request through your tour operator or sales directors as well. And keep in mind that for every booking you make, you have our My Booking Rewards. It's going to give you the chance to get extra cash for every booking you make. If you do with a tour operator or directly with us, you will find another way to make extra cash for you. So once again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. My name is Ruben Velasquez. My email is salesone@oceanhotels.net. I think we still have some time for Q&A if you want to open your microphone or write it or type it down. We're gonna have a question at in a few more minutes, and Monse is gonna help me to find out who is gonna be the winner.
Yes, so unfortunately, they can't open the microphones, but
Yeah, I
we
can
have a
see.
lot of questions
They
on
have to
the
tape it out.
Q&A. Yeah, so if you have any questions, type them into the Q&A section, and we're gonna answer them right now. So first of all, thank you so much for the presentation. That was lovely. So exciting, everything that's coming up for H10 with new openings and all the
Thanks.
new
It's great.
ideas on how travelers are changing. Very interesting. Thank you so
Definitely.
much, Ruben. So for the first question from Pamela, where was the mangrove wedding at on the presentation?
That is Ocean Maya Royale. It's an adults only property, like bungalow style in Mexico, in Riviera Maya. Um, it's a it's a property that is not more than 300 rooms, 295 rooms, and the quality that you will find in the service is amazing because it's so small that the staff gets to know your name. That is the kind of service that they provide there, and I love that feeling.
Um, okay, next question from Pamela. I have clients checking in on the 17th. Can she make dinner reservations today, and how?
Okay. In order to make reservations on our H10 Hotels application, you have to be a registered guest and with a room number. So basically, when you check in, that is the minute that you can start using the application to make reservations. But in the meantime, you can use the application just to find out the kind of activities, the entertainment, the schedules of the restaurants, whatever information in general, because that doesn't change. The activities, I don't know, if you want to have yoga in the morning or whatever, theater is at night, that is the kind of you will find out immediately.
Okay, perfect. We have two questions regarding the bowling alley, and it is what is the cost for the bowling alley?
But that's the funny part. I told you it's totally included. You don't need to pay any extra for using the facilities. All you have to do is work with the animations team, and they're gonna ask you just to put your name and room number in order to make a reservation for 1 hour, or it depends on how many people are gonna play during that time, in order to make it easy for everybody. And you have to bring your socks. We're gonna provide the shoes. They will disinfect it in front of you, and that is it's a fun activity. And there's actually a bar there. You have the snacks, and I can tell you, for example, in a destination weddings, you can offer this is another activity that you can offer for the whole wedding group, and they don't need to pay any extra. They don't need to put it into a BEO or VEO, or and they can have, I don't know, like bridesmaids versus groomsmen, and the loser pay for the wedding. Something like that kind of activities or entertainment is the kind of service that you can offer at Ocean Hotels.
That's so fun. I mean, yeah, and especially people try to get so creative with weddings. That's such a cool
Exactly,
and
just to
fun
have
like
another activity to
opportunity.
bring the family together. Instead of having a
Mm-hmm.
welcome cocktail, you will have a tournament, family tournament.
So cool. There's a question from Francis. How do travel agents sign up as an agent?
Okay, so we have two tools basically. One is My Booking Rewards. You go to My Booking Rewards and you sign up, and you have the possibility to make cash for the bookings.
Mhm.
After 24 hours, you sign in and you put the booking that you make with, I don't know, tour operator, and put all the booking information, and you will be credited for that booking. It's important for you to know that we have 90 days once that the booking is being confirmed to register
Mhm.
those bookings. So my recommendation is do the booking, do the registration right away. And then we have the H10 Pro platform. I can send you the link for the follow-up email with all this information and step-by-step details. And you go to that website and you sign up as a agency, not as a travel agent, as an agency, your company. And then you can create your users, for example, an administrator, or if you have, I don't know, 10 travel agents that work under your wings, you will assign them a user as well. So they can log in, and you will be taking care of the whole information of the company. And that way you can sell on pre-sale, on prepay. For example, I want to search, I don't know, Ocean, H10 in Barcelona, and it will show you three different rates. The first one is if you pay right away. It's pretty much like I'm gonna give you a 5% discount additional if you pay today because you're gonna travel the next week, pretty much.
Okay.
I recommend this tool for people that they are know for sure I'm going to go next week or the next couple of weeks. But keep in mind that that is not flexible. It doesn't allow changes. It doesn't allow, so there have certain restrictions. And then we have another rates that are a really more flexible. Like, for example, the client can pay with their own credit card upon arrival. And that way you don't have to put any kind of information from your company. You will use the information of your client or what their credit card, and they will pay you upon arrival. And how you get your commission out of this? Well, when you're booking, when you're making that booking, you will print out the quote that is actually for your client and print out the quote that is for you, because that is how you deduct your commission. For example, in a prepay, you will get your commission right away because you need to make the payments at least 30 days before the client arrival. And then with the credit card, once that the checkout is being done, you have until the end 30 of the end of the month to send over the invoice for the amount that it's going to say commission. So I have another training, especially just for the H10 Pro, just in case you want to do that step. I will tell you, for example, the way I see it is like that is actually the future. Having the direct contact with the travel agent and the vendor, that is the future of the travel industry.
Mhm. Um, Another question. If you're part of a host agency, can you sign up for H10 Pro?
Yes,
Great.
just let us know who probably your host has been made one account, and that way you can sign up.
Is it difficult to upgrade to privilege at arrival if they decide to upgrade?
Well, we have different options. The first is the room category. So when you book that room category, immediately you have a different wristband that will distinguish as a privileged guest. And another option is that you keep your original booking. It could be a junior suite, the entry-level suite,
Mhm.
and you can upgrade your wristband for a certain number of nights. It could be the whole stay. If I'm gonna stay 7 nights, it's gonna be about $50 for 7 nights. And that's how much I'm gonna pay for just the wristband. So you can have access to top shelf drinks at every bar you go, or if you wanna go to the private areas at the pool, go to the private areas at the beach area as well, or have access to the privilege lounge, but you will keep your original room. So that is restricted to a certain number of treatments that can be offered by every day. And the third option is I upgrade my room. So I book a junior suite and I want to have a privileged master suite, whatever. And if it is available, you can do it, and it will be quoted according to the rate of the date on their, when they are arriving. Why we don't offer this in advance? Because it depends of the availability. Keep in mind that, for example, if you book a junior suite and you will think about, I will until I get there, I will make my decision if I want to do the upgrade. When you arrive, let's say that an hour before your arrival, somebody just booked the last privileged room. That means that I'm sorry, but that is not available for you at this time. So that's how actually that works. I always recommend first quote, for example, the H10 Pro is going to give you the chance to book. If your client is not quite sure, you can just save it and it's going to be available for the next 24 hours. But after that time, it will disappear. So that is actually how we can guarantee for you that you are arguing with your client. Don't worry. Think about it tomorrow and give me a call. Exactly.
Okay. Where will El Beso be?
Okay. So inside of the hotel, if you are an adult and you book a junior suite El Beso, that means that that room is located at El Beso section. Usually it's a whole area, like it could be the west wing or the north wing or whatever. So for example, Ocean El Faro is in the Dominican Republic, 50% of the hotel. So half of the property is just adults. So that is El Beso. We have different room categories that are only or for El Beso. In Jamaica, there is a different game because we have two hotels in the same area. One is Ocean Coral Spring, that is a whole hotel with their own lobby, their own facilities, pools. The decoration, the style is totally different. That Ocean Eden Bay, the adults only. That one has their own activities and entertainment. There is a separated hotel. And in the middle, you have a lazy river water park. You have this Caribbean street with all the restaurants. It's pretty much like going into downtown area and enjoy the night. So that is actually the only difference with Jamaica. But in Mexico, for example, we have two hotels, Ocean Riviera Paradise and Ocean Coral Spring, Coral Turquesa, that they have a section, a whole wing that is just for adults. And we have one hotel that is just for adults with Ocean Maya Real, which is just adults only.
Um, what's the name or category of the room that has the balcony pool?
We have a junior suite. Well, that different thing. So it's a balcony with the pool. So it's a swim out. Okay,
Okay.
so we have a junior suite swim out. Then we have a master suite swim out and a privileged junior suite swim out or privileged master suite swim out. So that's 4 rooms that are for just the swim out feature
Okay.
or the rooftop as well. So it could be a junior suite. The next level would be master suite with the rooftop or without the rooftop.
Okay. The swim outs.
Right,
Great.
swim out or rooftop, depends of whatever.
I
So they're
see.
saying for weddings, can we book the group and the bride and the groom handling all the wedding features? That's pretty much how it works. So you will work with the whole bookings of the wedding group. You make the contract of the rates, the rooms, categories, yada yada. And it could be done directly with the hotel or by tour operator, or whatever you want to do. And then we have the wedding services, the ceremony, the cocktails, the dinner reservations, the dinner reception. So that's pretty much with the weddings department, and they will let you know the dates and times that we have available for this wedding services. And that way we require another contract just for the wedding and a deposit as well to secure the date.
Okay. Question we have, when booking group through a tour operator, are you able to request rooms near each other?
Yes, listen, the way that the tour operators work is they make a contract of 10, they booked by people, by the number of beds that they will require, not by the room category. That's why when you have a preference for a certain room category, you need to make a request directly with them and they will let us know. But when you are working in the case that she is telling us that she wants to be adjoining or with next door, whatever we have available, just share with me their booking information, the date of arrival, the hotel, please. Sometimes they don't say what hotel. And if they are, I don't know, it's a family, whatever their history is, please let me know. And I will pass this information with our reservations team. Is the first filter. They will enter all this information in the booking. And then we pass along the information as well with reservations, with, front desk and guest services, which are the ones that are follow up with the whole thing for special notes and kind of that kind of attention is guest services. And even if they are celebrating their anniversary, their birthday,
Mhm.
I don't know, tell me also, hey, listen, they have a kid that is he has a special needs and he doesn't like big noises or areas that are very crowded. Let me know, whatever, allergies also. Just what I need is their booking information, their full names, days of arrival, and I will follow up accordingly.
Yeah. Um, if they upgrade when they get to the hotel, does it affect their commission, the agent's commission?
Well, no, if they opt, keep in mind that commissionable is what you have done before the arrival. So if they upgrade in the last minute and that is available at the time, that upgrade is not commissionable unfortunately. That's why I always recommend go and book your client on the higher category from the beginning. Once that they arrive, probably it's not available, or probably they're gonna have to pay more. So that's the way how you can bargain with them, just to let them be aware of it might not be available and it might be expensive. So that way it's gonna be commissionable for you.
Yeah. One more question. What's the best way to set up a site inspection?
Reach out to me, let me know the dates and times. We have different options. Site inspections, if you want to experience one of our ocean hotels, also let me know. And if we offer travel agent rates, if you have a group of travel agents and they want to go all together and we can do a fun trip for you, even if we don't have it in for complimentary, we're gonna try to find out the best option for you guys as well. This is why you have me. You have our own BDM team. Use them. Take advantage of us.
Perfect. And yeah, maybe it's a good idea. I mean, we're gonna send the information. Agents are gonna have access to this recording again, but we can also put in your contact information on the chat so everybody can
Correct.
send you
We
questions if they want to set up a site inspection or anything
also,
else.
by BDMs or by areas in the US, we have a program, but we don't have that many rooms. So we have a program for fam trips. Our next one, I'm sure, is going to be for Jamaica. If you guys are interested, register your bookings. That way you're going to get that information before anyone else. And that's the best way to have communication with me and to say, hey, Ruben, I have sell at, I don't know, $1 million on ocean hotels or whatever. So that way it's gonna, hey, listen, this is my VIP client. I need her to go to Jamaica. So it makes my work easier.
Perfect. That's what we want. Um, so we're almost running out of time. I think it's a great time to
We
do
make
our
it on
little
time. I'm
quiz
impressed.
section. Everybody loves the quiz section. Everybody loves the
I'm
prizes.
nervous. I'm nervous, but at least we kept them until the very end, which is what's a good number.
Yeah. So
So
everybody, make sure that your chat is set to everyone. And
yes.
remember, the fastest person to answer the question correctly, it's going to get 10 extra entries to the prize draw. So it doesn't mean that the person to answer first to answer is going to be the winner. You just have more entries to the prize draw, and tomorrow we're going to announce, well, on Monday, we're going to announce the winner.
All right.
So what is
So
your
what it's
question?
gonna be? It's gonna be two free complimentary nights for two adults at any ocean hotels in Dominican Republic. So you will have the options to offer to select from Ocean Blue and Sand or Ocean Alfaro. So thank you. And it's gonna be a hard question, to be quite honest. So I hope that you're having your fingers on your keyboard because it's gonna be in Spanish. So what's the name of the section that is just for adults at Ocean Hotels? There you go, Jacqueline. What's the first one?
Fast before
Wow, that was fast. Thank you, everybody. El beso, exactly. El beso means a kiss in Spanish. That is actually the vibe that we offer at the Ocean El beso. It's like kind of a relax and chill. It's not quite a party hotel. It's ideal for romance. And if you are a group of girls that they want to travel and they don't want to be disturbed by drunk guys, that's the best option for them. Trust me. Just keep in mind that in the room inventory or El Beso Junior Suites offer king size beds. So if they are friends, maybe they will have to be more comfortable on their own room.
Okay, that's good to note. Thank you so much, Ruben, and thank you to all of our agents for joining. You're gonna have access to this recording on the webinar section of my booking rewards. And if you have any questions about H10, reach out to Ruben. If you have any questions about MBR, you can always reach out to me. And thank you so much. Have a nice Friday and a good weekend.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Don't freeze. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Okay. Bye, Ruben. See you soon.
Bye. Gracias.
Bye, adios.